The cicadas are humming in the old willow tree, and I'm sitting on the tailgate where you used to be. The air is thick with the scent of the honeysuckle vine and the ghost of a memory that was once truly mine. I reckon I'm just a wandering through the shadows of the past, chasing after a fire that was never meant to last. And it's just the ghost of a summer kiss haunting a heart that wasn't ready for this. Sweet as the nectar and fleeting as the light, a silver little whisper in the middle of the night. Yeah, the years have gone cold, but I still feel the bliss of that lonesome, lovely ghost of a summer kid. And you were wearing blue denim and a ribbon in your hair, with a laugh that could quiet every trouble and care. We were leaning on the fence where the meadow meets the creek, with a story in our eyes that we didn't have to speak. I can still taste the salt and the warm evening rain, like a beautiful needle stitching through the pain. And it's just the ghost of a summer kiss haunting a heart that wasn't ready for this. Sweet as the nectar and fleeting as the light, a silver little whisper in the middle of the night. Yeah, the years have gone cold, but I still feel the bliss of that lonesome, lovely ghost of a summer kiss. Time is a thief that don't leave a single trace, but it can't steal the feeling of your hand upon my face. The sun goes down on the valley and the shadows start to roam, but that one little moment is the only way back home. Of a summer kiss haunting a heart that wasn't ready for this. Sweet as the nectar and fleeting as the light, a silver little whisper in the middle of the night. Yeah, the years have gone cold, but I still feel the bliss of that lonesome, lovely ghost of a summer kiss. Just a ghost in the Georgia dark, still feel it like a tiny spark. The sign is rusted, peppered by some bird shot from a gun, marking out the boundary where the asphalt used to run. I'm leaning on the fender of this battered '69, watching shadows stretch across the wide and broken line. The air is getting colder and the moon is hanging low. I'm stuck between the place I am and where I ought to go. And it's midnight at the county line, a lonesome way to be, looking back at everything that's left of you and me. One side is the home I knew, the other's just a ghost. 100 miles of heartache is the part I fear the most. Yeah, the clock is ticking steady, but I'm frozen here in time, in the middle of the midnight at the county line. I remember how you told me that this town was just too small. You were chasing after city lights and didn't hear my call. I watched your silver tail lights fade into the Georgia pine, right here where the gravel meets the dusty county line. Now the weeds are growing heavy where we said our last goodbye, underneath the hollow silence of a dark and velvet sky. And it's midnight at the county line, a lonesome way to be, looking back at everything that's left of you and me. One side is the home I knew, the other's just a ghost. 100 miles of heartache is the part I fear the most. Yeah, the clock is ticking steady, but I'm frozen here in time, in the middle of the midnight at the county line. They say a man can drive away and leave it all behind, but a heart don't care for borders or the maps that people find. You can cross 1,000 rivers, you can sail 1,000 seas, but you'll always find the memory waiting in the breeze. And it's midnight at the county line, a lonesome way to be, looking back at everything that's left of you and me. One side is the home I knew, the other's just a ghost. 100 miles of heartache is the part I fear the most. Yeah, the clock is ticking steady, but I'm frozen here in time, in the middle of the midnight at the county line. Just a rusted sign and a troubled mind. Midnight at the county line. I was digging through the clutter in a dusty kitchen drawer, looking for a piece of string or a light bulb for the store. My fingers caught a jagged edge, a cold and heavy rain, a silver turned to iron, a forgotten weathered thing. I pulled them to the window light and felt my spirit fold, looking at those rusty keys to a house we sold. Yeah, they're rusty keys to a house we sold, to a dream that turned to silver and a love that turned to gold. They don't fit the lock no more, they don't open up the door to the life we used to live back in 1974. But they still fit in my hand, and they still unlock the pain of every ghost and memory that's living in the rain. I can still see the kitchen wall where the pencil marks were light, tracing how the kids had grown every Saturday night, and the way the morning sunlight used to hit the hardwood floor before we packed the trailer and walked out of the door. A stranger holds a title now, and someone else cuts the grass, while I'm just holding on to teeth made of iron and a glass. Yeah, they're rusty keys to a house we sold, to a dream that turned to silver and a love that turned to gold. They don't fit the lock no more, they don't open up the door to the life we used to live back in 1974. But they still fit in my hand, they still unlock the pain of every ghost and memory that's living in the rain. The bank can take the rafters and the bank can take the yard, but they can't take the spirit. And though they try so mighty hard, you can sell a piece of ground, you can sell a pile of stone, but you can't sell the feeling of a place you called your own. Yeah, they're rusty keys to a house we sold, to a dream that turned to silver and a love that turned to gold. They don't fit the lock no more, they don't open up the door to the life we used to live back in 1974. But they still fit in my hand, and they still unlock the pain of every ghost and memory that's living in the rain. Just some rusty keys in a lonesome hand, holding up the shadows of a different land. I'm sitting in the corner where the dust likes to hide, watching the world through the porch screen from the inside. You traded in the steady for the shiny and the new, and left me here wondering just what I'm supposed to do. The leather's getting stiff and the soul is feeling thin, hiding from the weather that I'm never coming in. And I'm left behind like an old work boot, scuffed at the toe and pulled up by the root. I've walked through the fire and I've stood through the rain. Now I'm just a witness to the salt and the stain. You don't need the grip or the strength anymore, so you left me here lonesome by the heavy back door. I remember the miles and the Georgia red mud, the sweat on the brow and the heat in the blood. We stood on the mountain and we plowed through the field. I was the anchor and I was the shield. But a man's just a tool till the job is all done. Then he's cast in the shadows at the set of the sun. And I'm left behind like an old work boot, scuffed at the toe and pulled up by the root. I've walked through the fire and I've stood through the rain. Now I'm just a witness to the salt and the stain. You don't need the grip or the strength anymore, So you left me here lonesome by the heavy back door. New leather shines and the laces are tight, but they don't know the dark or the weight of the night. They haven't been broken or weathered by time. They're just pretty rhythm without any rhyme. And I'm left behind like an old work boot, scuffed at the toe and pulled up by the root. I've walked through the fire and I've stood through the rain. Now I'm just a witness to the salt and the stain. You don't need the grip or the strength anymore, so you left me here lonesome by the heavy back door. You're just an old boot, scuffed up and worn, gathering dust since the day I was born. I can still hear the rasp of the sandpaper on a piece of white oak, and the strike of a match before the morning kitchen spoke. The rattle of the grease gun and the clink of a rusty wrench, working down in the shadows by that old wooden bench. He didn't say much, he wasn't a man of many words, but the music of his labor was the sweetest thing I heard. It was the sound of my father's hands, steady and strong, building a life where a boy could belong. The callous skin on a cedar fence, the slap of a heavy palm in the middle of the storm. He was the quiet and the calm, rough enough to break the earth, but gentle as a prayer. The sound of my father's hands is still hanging in the air. I remember the click of his pocket knife, peeling an apple skin, and the way he let the screen door shut when the day was folding in. The rhythmic thud of the hammer, driving the nails home tight, and the way he'd clasp his palms together at the fading of the light. He'd rest them on my shoulder when I was feeling small, and I'd swear those hands were big enough to hold up every wall. It was the sound of my father's hands, steady and strong, building a life where a boy could belong. The callous skin on a cedar fence, the slap of a heavy palm in the middle of the storm. He was the quiet and the calm, rough enough to break the earth, but gentle as a prayer. The sound of my father's hands is still hanging in the air. Now I look at my own fingers and I see the scars and lines, tracing out a map of all his dreams and his designs. I hope when my time is over and the sun is going down, my boys can find some comfort in the echo of this sound. sound of my father's hands, steady and strong, building a life where a boy could belong. The callous skin on a cedar fence, the slap of a heavy palm in the middle of the storm. He was the quiet and the calm, rough enough to break the earth, but gentle as a prayer. The sound of my father's hands is still hanging in the air, steady and strong, just a work in the land. Yeah, I still hear him, my father's hands. Rusted chains are humming a low and steady song on this old wooden porch where I used to feel so strong. The sun is sinking down, painting purple on the ridge, and I'm sitting here alone on this lonesome wooden bridge. I look up at the blue where the white lines start to bend, wondering where the vapor starts and where the memories end. And I'm just tracing clouds on a porch swing tonight, looking for your silhouette in the fading golden light. There's a dragon in the west and an angel in the east, trying to find a little bit of quiet and some peace. Yeah, the world keeps spinning, but I'm caught in the breeze, tracing clouds on a porch swing down here on my knees. I can almost feel the weight of your shoulder next to mine, back when we had nothing but a whole lot of time. You'd point up at a castle or a ship out on the sea and say that's where we're going, just a-waiting for you and me. Now the air is getting cool and the swallows fly low, and I'm just tracing shapes of a love I used to know. And I'm just tracing clouds on a porch swing tonight, looking for your silhouette in the fading golden light. There's a dragon in the west and an angel in the east, trying to find a little bit of quiet and some peace. Yeah, the world keeps spinning, but I'm caught in the breeze, tracing clouds on a porch swing down here on my knees. Winds change direction and the shapes begin to blur, and I'm left with the shadow of exactly who we were. You can't hold a cloud and you can't stop the rain, but you can't help but look for her through the window of the pain. And I'm just tracing clouds on a porch swing tonight, looking for your silhouette in the fading golden light. There's a dragon in the west and an angel in the east, trying to find a little bit of quiet and some peace. Yeah, the world keeps spinning, but I'm caught in the breeze, tracing clouds on a porch swing down here on my knees, just tracing clouds on a slow-moving swing, watching the sky for whatever it brings. I climb the stairs where the shadows like to sleep, in a corner of the attic, dark and lonesome deep, past the broken mirrors and the chairs of wicker cane. I found that black velvet box hiding from the rain. It was leaning in the corner like a soldier in the dark, bearing all the silence and a heavy dusty mark. Yeah, there's dust on the guitar case, but a fire in the wood. Wiped it with my sleeve, just like I knew I should. 6 strings are rusted, but the songs are still alive, waiting for a calloused hand to help them all survive. It's been 20 years of sitting there just to gather in the grave, but the heart inside that hollow box has never moved away. I popped the brassy latches and they bit back with the rust. A cloud of yesterday rose up from all that silver dust. There was a faded plastic pick, a set of black diamond strings, and a photograph of Mama and the way she used to sing. I could almost smell the cedar and the smoke of Daddy's pipe, back when the corn was tall and the summer sun was right. Yeah, there's dust on the guitar case, but a fire in the wood. Wiped it with my sleeve, just like I knew I should. 6 strings are rusted, but the songs are still alive, waiting for a calloused hand to help them all survive. It's been 20 years of sitting there just to gather in the grave, but the heart inside that hollow box has never moved away. Time is just a highway and it only moves one way. The voices grow so quiet at the fading of the day, but as long as there's a melody, no one's ever truly gone. I'll just tune her up real slow and I'll keep playing on. Yeah, there's dust on the guitar case, but a fire in the wood. Wiped it with my sleeve, just like I knew I should. 6 strings are rusted, but the songs are still alive, waiting for a calloused hand to help them all survive. It's been 20 years of sitting there just to gather in the grave, but the little dust on a lot of years. Wipe it away now. Let the music play. I struck a match against the stone and watched the cedar catch. The chimney's drawing steady now behind the iron latch. I'm wrapped up in a denim coat against the evening chill, watching shadows climb the ridge and settle on the hill. The first few swirls of blue go drifting through the winter pines, dragging up the ghosts of us from deep between the lines. And it's just the wood smoke and memories drifting through the air, reminding me of morning light and ribbons in your hair. One of them is vanishing, the other's here to stay, filling up the empty space since you went away. Yeah, the fire's burning bright tonight, but I'm still feeling cold, living on the wood smoke and the stories never told. You used to sit right in that chair with a quilt across your knees, laughing at the way the smoke would wander in the breeze. You'd say the scent of burning oak was the smell of coming home. Now it's just a lonesome track across the great unknown. I stirred the embers with a rod and watched the sparks take flight, like every little dream we had disappearing in the night. And it's just a wood smoke and memories drifting through the air, reminding me of morning light and ribbons in your hair. One of them is vanishing, the other's here to stay, filling up the empty space since you went away. Yeah, the fire's burning bright tonight, but I'm still feeling cold, living on the wood smoke and the stories never told. A fire needs a tender hand to keep the winter out, to quiet down the shadows and the flickering of doubt. But once the wood is turned to ash, there ain't no turning back. You're just left here in the quiet, watching everything go black. And it's just a wood smoke and memories drifting through the air, reminding me of morning light and ribbons in your hair. One of them is vanishing, the other's here to stay, filling up the empty space since you went away. Yeah, the fire's burning bright tonight, but I'm still feeling cold, living on the wood smoke and the stories never told. Just wood smoke and memories. Let the fire burn down. I'm still here. I pushed the heavy cedar doors and stepped inside the hall. The afternoon was casting long shadows on the wall. The air was thick with hymnals and a century of prayer. I felt the weight of every soul who'd ever rested there. I walked down to the middle, where the wood is worn and deep, to the hollow of the sanctuary where the memories sleep. And it's just old church pews and golden sunlight, telling me the weary world is gonna be alright. Dust motes dancing in the beams like spirits in the air, reminding me that every burden's lighter with a prayer. Yeah, the polished oak is steady, and the light is soft and true on these old church pews. I'm finding my way back to you. I can almost see my grandpa on the third row from the end, nodding at the preacher like a long-lost faithful friend. And Mama in her floral dress, humming Amazing Grace, with a piece of all the ages written on her face. They've been gone for 20 years, but in this amber glow, they're as real as every timber in the only home I know. And it's just old church pews and golden sunlight, telling me the weary world is gonna be alright. Dust motes dancing in the beams like spirits in the air, reminding me that every burden's lighter with a prayer. Yeah, the polished oak is steady, and the light is soft and true on these old church pews. I'm finding my way back to you. The world outside is moving at a restless, weary pace, chasing after shadows in a cold and empty race. But in the stillness of the valley, where the steeple meets the sky, you can find the kind of truth that the money cannot buy. And it's just old church pews and golden sunlight, telling me the weary world is gonna be alright. Dust motes dancing in the beams like spirits in the air, reminding me that every burden's lighter with a prayer. Yeah, the polished oak is steady, and the light is soft and true on these old church pews. Finding my way back to you. Just a little sunlight on the polished wood. Yeah, I'm feeling better, like I knew I would. The paint is peeling off the siding of this old frame house. It's quiet enough to hear the heartbeat of a field mouse. I'm sitting on the porch steps, watching your clouds turn black, thinking about the summer days that ain't never coming back. The spring is broken on the frame, the wood is warped and thin, and that old screen door is just a slamming in the wind. Yeah, it's a lonesome rhythm, a hollow kind of sin. That screen door slamming in the wind. Every time it hits the frame, it sounds like your name. And a house has gone cold, but still feels the flame. It's a ghost in the hallway, memory moving in, with that screen door slamming in the wind. I remember how you'd lean there with a glass of lemonade, watching the golden shadows as the July light would fade. You'd let it shut so softly when you walked out to the yard. Back when loving you was easy and living wasn't hard. Now there's nobody to catch it, nobody to walk through, just a rhythmic reminder of the ghost to me and you. Yeah, it's a lonesome rhythm, a hollow kind of sin. That screen door slamming in the wind. Every time it hits a frame, it sounds like your name. In a house that's gone cold, but still feels the flame. It's a ghost in the hallway, a memory moving in, that screen door slamming in the wind. I ought to get my hammer and fix that rusted latch, but there's some things in this life a man just can't hatch. So I'll just sit here listening to the sound of letting go, to the only heartbeat left and the only home I know. It's a lonesome rhythm, a hollow kind of sin. That screen door shining in the wind. Every time it hits the frame, it sounds like your name. In a house that's gone cold, but still feels the flame. It's a ghost in the hallway, a memory moving in, That screen door slamming in the wind, just a slamming in the Georgia wind. Winds of yesterday coming back again. Paint is peeling off the siding of this old frame house. It's quiet enough to hear the heartbeat of a field mouse. I'm sitting on the porch steps, watching the clouds turn black, thinking about the summer days that ain't ever coming back. The spring is broken on the frame, the wood is warped and thin, and that old screen door is just a slamming in the winds. Yeah, it's a lonesome rhythm, a hollow kind of sin. That screen door slamming in the The blue dawn light is creeping through the kitchen blind. Another restless night I've left behind. The percolator's humming a low and steady tune in a house that feels as empty as a desert moon. I don't need a clock to tell me where the shadows go. I've been waking up this early since you let me go, and it's just coffee for one at 5 a.m. Wishing I could talk to you again, watching the steam rise like a ghost from the cup before the rest of this lonesome world wakes up. The sugar's on the table, but the sweetness is all gone. Just coffee for one, waiting for the dawn. I still reach for the second mug, got a habit, I guess. Then I realize that silence is my only guest. The chair across from me is looking cold and gray. It's got a lot of heavy things it doesn't have to say. I remember how you'd smile before you'd say a word. Now the ticking of the hallway is the only thing that's heard, and it's just coffee for one at 5 a.m. Wishing I could talk to you again, watching the steam rise like a ghost from the cup before the rest of this lonesome world wakes up. The sugar's on the table, but the sweetness is all gone. Just coffee for one, waiting for the dawn. They say the morning is for starting over new, but every sunrise just reminds me of you. You can pour another pot, you can drink it till it's black, but there ain't enough caffeine to bring a dead love back. It's just coffee for one at 5 a.m. Wishing I could talk to you again, watching the steam rise like a ghost from the cup before the rest of this lonesome world wakes up. The sugar's on the table, but the sweetness is all gone. Just coffee for one, waiting for the dawn. Just a bitter cup in a quiet room. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. and I'm missing you. The amber's glowing in the glass on this scarred oak tabletop, and the ticking in my waistcoat pocket just won't ever stop. I pulled it out to check the hour, but I'm looking at the past, thinking about the things we promised and the things that didn't last. The brass is worn and dull now from the rubbing of my thumb, while the burn of this old bourbon makes the lonely feelings numb. It's just whiskey and old pocket watches marking out the years. One of them kills the quiet, the other counts the tears. The gold is getting tarnished and the bottle's getting low, in a world that's moving way too fast for a man who's moving slow. Yeah, I'm just sitting with the shadows and the ticking of a ghost, drinking to the memories that I'm gonna miss the most. My granddaddy carried this when he plowed the Georgia red. Time is all a man truly owns, is what he always said. He handed it to Daddy, and Daddy gave it down to me, but it feels a little heavier with every year, you see. 'Cause a watch can tell you when to go or when it's time to stay, but it can't tell you how to bring back a love that slipped away. It's just whiskey and old pocket watches marking out the years. One of them kills the quiet, the other counts the tears. The gold is getting tarnished and the bottle's getting low, in a world that's moving way too fast for a man who's moving slow. Yeah, I'm just sitting with the shadows and the ticking of a ghost, drinking to the memories that I'm gonna miss the most. You can wind the spring up tight and try to hold our hands, but time is just a river flowing through the shifting sands. And you can pour another round to try and stop the ache, but the heart keeps on ticking with every breath you take. It's just whiskey and old pocket watches marking out the years. One of them kills the quiet, the other counts the tears. The gold is getting tarnished and the bottle's getting low, in a world that's moving way too fast for a man who's moving slow. Yeah, I'm just sitting with the shadows and the ticking of a ghost, drinking to the memories that I'm gonna miss the most. Just a ticking in the pocket and a fire in the glass, watching all the golden hours slowly start to pass. I pulled the heavy leather from the dusty highest shelf. I was looking for some hollow hope, maybe looking for myself. The gold was faded on the edge, the spine was worn and thin, but a piece of yellowed paper tumbled out from deep within. It was folded in a perfect square, dated 1961. A message from a mother's heart to her only wandering son. It was a letter in the Bible, tucked in Grace and John. A piece of Mama's spirit, now that she's long gone. It didn't speak of money or the things that rust away, just a prayer for the boy who'd gone so far astray. Yeah, I found the strength I needed on that fragile, faded page, a letter in the Bible that has never felt its age. The ink was faded purple and her hand was shaking some. She said, son, I know the city's gonna try to make you numb, but remember where you came from and the soil beneath your feet, and the way the creek is singing where the willow branches meet. I could almost smell the biscuits and the wood smoke in the air. I could feel her callous fingers running through my tangled hair. It was a letter in the Bible, tucked in Grace and John. A piece of Mama's spirit, now that she's long gone. It didn't speak of money or the things that rust away, just a prayer for the boy who'd gone so far astray. Yeah, I found the strength I needed on that fragile, faded page, a letter in the Bible that has never felt its age. I've spent my life searching for the answers in the wind, hiding from the shadows and the places that I've been. But I found the only truth I'll ever need to understand is written in a mother's prayer, in a steady loving hand. It was a letter in the Bible, tucked in Grace and John, a piece of Mama's spirit, now that she's long gone. It didn't speak of money or the things that rust away, just a prayer for the boy who'd gone so far astray. Yeah, I found the strength I needed on that fragile, faded page, a letter in the Bible that has never felt its age. Tucked in Grace and John, right where I belong. Mama's prayer, still waiting there. Clouds are just a promise that the sky won't ever keep. The cicadas are humming and the shadows are deep. I'm walking down the valley where the willow used to weep, above a hollow secret that I can't afford to sleep. There's a thirst inside this spirit that a well can't satisfy, since the day you packed your bags and didn't even say goodbye. And I've got a heart like a dry riverbed, counting up the echoes of the words we never said. The current's gone to silver and the banks are turned to bone, just a hollowed out canyon where I'm standing all alone. Yeah, the water used to wander, now the dust is all I've left, in a heart like a dry riverbed. I remember when the flooding used to rush through every vein, and we'd dance in the kitchen to the rhythm of the rain. The stones were slick and shining, and the morning air was cool, back when I was happy, being just a loving fool. Now the ground is cracked and broken, reaching out for yesterday, watching every drop of mercy slowly wash away. And I've got a heart like a dry riverbed, counting up the echoes of the words we never said. The current's gone to silver and the banks are turned to bone, just a hollowed out canyon where I'm standing all alone. Yeah, the water used to wander, now the dust is all I've left, like a dry riverbed. You can pray to the thunder, you can scream at the sun, but you can't make it flow once the loving is done. It takes more than a storm to bring a river back to life when the drought is cut deep by a memory's knife. I've got a heart like a dry riverbed, counting up the echoes of the words we never said. The current's gone to silver and the banks are turned to bone, just a hollowed out canyon where I'm standing all alone. Yeah, the water used to wander, now the dust is all I've left in a heart like a dry riverbed. Yeah, it's bone dry, just waiting for the rain, looking for the river down in the canyon of pain. I reckon shadows stretch a little longer on this hill when the evening breeze starts whispering and the mockingbird is still. I'm sitting on this porch swing watching the gold turn into gray, thinking about the 100 years that somehow slipped away. The mountains look like velvet under a bruised and purple sky as I watch another lonesome day prepare itself to die. And I'm just soaking in the last light of Tennessee, thinking about the man I was and who I used to be. It's a fading fire on the ridge, a glow that's growing dim like an old forgotten melody or a Sunday morning hymn. Yeah, it's beautiful and broken, just like it's meant to be, watching the last light of Tennessee. I can almost see you standing there bathed in amber glow, with that smile that used to haunt me 40 years or so ago. You had a way of holding on to summer in your hand. Now I'm just a stranger in this changing, restless land. The fireflies are waking up to dance among the pines, while I'm just busy reading all these tired, dusty lines. And I'm just soaking in the last light of Tennessee, thinking about the man I was and who I used to be. It's a fading fire on the ridge, a glow that's growing dim like an old forgotten melody or a Sunday morning hymn. Yeah, it's beautiful and broken, just like it's meant to be, watching the last light of Tennessee. Night is coming on now with a cold and steady pace, but there's a comfort in the darkness that I'm learning to embrace. For every sun that sets, I know 1,000 stars will rise to keep a lonely watch above these lonesome southern skies. Thinking about the man I was and who I used to be. It's a fading fire on the ridge, a glow that's growing dim like an old forgotten melody or a Sunday morning hymn. Yeah, it's beautiful and broken, just like it's meant to be. Watching the last light of Tennessee. Just the last light fading over the ridge. Goodbye, Tennessee. I'll see you on the other side. The sun is slipping down behind the tall loblolly pines, drawing long and weary shadows through the laundry on the lines. I'm sitting on the porch steps, just leaning on my knees, listening to the secret language blowing through the trees. It doesn't need no lyrics, and it doesn't need a band. It's just an ancient melody that wanders through the land. And it's a song the wind whistles through the gaps in the wall, bringing back the memories that I didn't think would fall. A lonesome little rhythm, a hollow haunted sound of every dream I buried in this hard and rocky ground. Yeah, the world is getting quiet, but the ghost of it remains in the song the wind whistles across the dusty Georgia plains. I can almost hear your laughter in the rustle of the leaves, like a soft and silver whisper hanging underneath the eaves. It speaks of summer dancers and the smell of new mown hay, before the cold and winter wind carried you away. I closed my eyes and listened till I felt you standing near, a tune that only someone with a broken heart can hear. And it's a song the wind whistles through the gaps in the wall, getting quiet, but the ghost of it remains in the song the wind whistles across the dusty Georgia plains. You can't catch a breeze in a jar made of glass, and you can't stop the seasons as they ruthlessly pass. But as long as the pines reach up for the blue, I'll hear the wind whistling a story of you. And it's a song the wind whistles through the gaps in the wall, bringing back the memories that I didn't think would fall. A lonesome little rhythm, a hollow haunted sound of every dream I buried in this hard and rocky ground. Yeah, the world is getting quiet, but the ghost of it remains in the song the wind whistles across the dusty Georgia plains. Just whistling through the pine trees. Can you hear it? Yeah, I hear it too. Moonlight's tracing patterns on the hardwood floor. I'm leaning back against the frame of the kitchen door. The house is full of silence, heavy as a stone. But tonight I don't quite feel like I'm sitting here alone. I can almost hear the hem of your floral cotton gown brushing against the boards as the sun is going down. And I'm dancing with a shadow in the pale blue light, holding on to nothing in the middle of the night. Left hand on your waist, right hand in the air. I can almost feel the softness of your golden hair. The music's in my head, a slow and lonesome track, just me and a shadow, till the morning brings me back. I remember how we moved to that old jukebox song. Back when our hearts were young and the days were twice as long. You tuck your head right here beneath my weary chin, and I'd swear that I was stronger than I've ever really been. Now I'm moving through the kitchen, 1, 2, 3 and turn, living in the memories that the lonely hours burn. And I'm dancing with a shadow in the pale blue light, holding on to nothing in the middle of the night. Left hand on your waist, right hand in the air. I can almost feel the softness of your golden hair. The music's in my head, a slow and lonesome track, just me and a shadow, till the morning brings me back. They say a man is foolish for living in the past, for chasing after colors that were never meant to last. But as long as I can feel you in the swaying of the breeze, I'll stay right here in the garden, down upon my knees. In the pale blue light, holding on to nothing in the middle of the night. Left hand on your waist, right hand in the air. I can almost feel the softness of your golden hair. The music's in my head, a slow and lonesome track, just me and a shadow, till the morning brings me back. Just me and a silver shadow. One more turn before the sun. I took the path where the iron gate is red with rust, beneath the cedars where the spirits turn to dust. That's the tall white marble, and the names the world forgot. I found the hollow silence of a humble little plot. There ain't no heavy statues holding back the light, just a bed of river stones shining in the night. And there's wild flowers on a gravel just some yellow daisies and a sprig of mountain lace, reaching for the sunlight in this quiet, holy place. No, it don't look like much to a stranger passing through, but it's a garden made of memories and a heart that's still true. He never cared for vanity or stones that shine too bright. He liked the smell of rain upon a summer Friday night. He used to say the soil was the only thing that lasts, beyond the empty shadows of the present and the past. So I brought a bit of color to the gray and lonesome stone, to tell him that he's sleeping here, but he ain't ever alone. And there's wildflowers on a gravel grave, the only kind of tribute that a good man would crave. Just some yellow daisies and a sprig of mountain lace, reaching for the sunlight in this quiet, holy place. No, it don't look like much to a stranger passing through, but it's a garden made of memories and a heart that's still true. Time can wash the writing off a polished piece of slate, and the strongest wooden fence will eventually yield to fate. But the seeds of love we scatter in the furrows of the soul, they keep on blooming steady while the lonely ages roll. Sunlight in this quiet, holy place. No, it don't look like much to a stranger passing through, but it's a garden made of memories and a heart that's still true. Just some yellow flowers on a bed of stone. I'll see you in the morning when I'm finally home. Sitting here watching through the rusted porch screen, the saddest blue willow that I've ever seen. Out past the garden where the weeds have grown tall, there's a memory of summer just waiting to fall. Wooden pins hold it tied to the wire against a late afternoon sky that's catching on fire. It's just her Sunday dress, dancing on the line, telling me secrets of a better time. White cotton waving in a slow southern breeze, like a ghost in the garden under the trees. It's empty and lonesome, but it's still holding her shape, a beautiful heart in a cotton escape. I remember the morning she first put it on, before the soft light of the valley was gone. She smelled like lavender and light-scented soap, and she walked with a step that was heavy with hope. Now the wind blows right through where her spirit should be, and it leaves all the shadows just staring at me. It's just her Sunday dress, dancing on the line, telling me secrets of a better time. White cotton waving in a slow southern breeze, like a ghost in the garden under the trees. It's empty and lonesome, but it's still holding her shape, a beautiful heart in a cotton escape. I ought to go out there and bring it inside, but there's too many memories for a man to hide. So I'll just let it fly till the sun goes down low, 'cause it's hard to let go of the only ghost I know. Just a Sunday dress, dancing on the line, telling me secrets of a better time. White cotton waving in a slow southern breeze, like a ghost in the garden under the trees. It's empty and lonesome, but it's still holding her shape, a beautiful heart in a cotton escape. Just a blue cotton dress, waving goodbye to a cold Sunday sun and a lonesome old guy. It's sitting on the mantle where the dust likes to crawl, a simple mason jar standing shadows on the wall. I reached up through the silence and I brought it to the light. And 40 years of memories came rushing into sight. Square white borders and the colors washed in gray, the ghosts of a life that was just a click away. They're just faded Polaroids in a dusty glass jar, frozen little moments of exactly who we are. A little bit of yellow and a whole lot of soul, stories of the young before the years took a toll. Though the shadows get long and the edges start to tear, the love in those pictures is still living in there. Here's one of you in that blue cotton dress, laughing at the wind, a beautiful mess. And one of us leaning on that old rusted Ford, back when we were rich but couldn't much afford. I can still feel the heat of that July sun, and the way your hand felt when the day was all done. They're just faded Polaroids in a dusty glass jar, frozen little moments of exactly who we are. A little bit of yellow and a whole lot of soul, stories of the young before the years took a toll. Though the shadows get long and the edges start to tear, the love in those pictures is still living in there. Time is a camera that never stops its play, capturing the light before it slips away. The colors might vanish and the paper might fold, but the heart keeps the fire that can never grow old. Just faded Polaroids in a dusty glass jar, frozen little moments of exactly who we are. A little bit of yellow and a whole lot of soul, stories of the young before the years took a toll. Though the shadows get long and the edges start to tear, the love in those pictures is still living in there. Just a jar full of light from a long time ago. Keep 'em close to your heart, don't you ever let 'em go.